Tonight, safe and sound, a 2-year-old who went missing from his home in Perth County is found after an 8-hour-long overnight search in cornfields near Listowel. Good evening. With helicopters, drones and dogs, it was an all-hands-on-deck search after a 911 call about a missing 2-year-old boy from the small farm town of Trowbridge in Perth County on Monday night. CTV Scott Miller takes us through that tense night that thankfully ended with the news that everyone was hoping for.
It was all hands on deck when the OPP got a 911 call that a 2-year-old boy had wandered away from his Perth County home and was missing.
Immediately, we had a pretty good response. ERT was dispatched, our canine officers, Guardian 2, which is our helicopter, and then several drones too.
Shortly after 6 o'clock on Monday night, resources from the OPP, North Perth Fire Department, Perth County EMS, and Huron Area Search and Rescue Team converged on the village of Trowbridge near Listowel. They were searching for a 2-year-old boy who had wandered away from his home and was thought to be lost in a nearby cornfield. Members of the public also offered to help search.
Sometimes that could actually interfere with what we're trying to do, and if we see someone in a field, we may mistake them for the child and have to divert resources to that. So I get everyone's heart was in the right place with wanting to help out, but it was a very organized approach with how we were looking for this child.
Despite all the technology at play and eyes in the sky looking for this missing child, it ended up being simply boots on the ground, making the discovery.
So one of our ERT members and canine members, during their search through the cornfield, they came upon him.
That was 2 a.m., alleviating the mounting stress for the boy's family and searchers.
After 8 hours of searching for this child, when we got the radio call that he was located, there was just a huge sense of relief.
The boy was quickly checked over by paramedics and returned to his family, scared but safe.
This is definitely showing how the OPP has a lot of resources available, and thankfully there was a successful outcome with this.
In Trowbridge, Scott Miller, CTV News.
4 men from Waterloo Region, 1 from Guelph and 3 from Brantford have been arrested in a province-wide child exploitation investigation. Ontario Provincial Police say they worked with police forces across the province to arrest a total of 63 people and identify a total of 51 victims in a province-wide sweep known as Project Time. In all, more than 200 charges filed and more than 800 electronic devices seized. The charges range from possessing child sexual abuse and exploitation material to distributing it and luring. The OPP say there's been a significant rise in reports of online child exploitation and abuse material in recent years. Guelph's police chief touched on the fight against human trafficking tonight in his annual update to City Council. Last year, Guelph police received 80 calls about human trafficking, and that's up from 52 the year before. They filed 25 charges related to human trafficking, up from 21 the year before. Guelph's per capita human trafficking numbers are now higher than the national average and higher than Toronto's. But the chief told council that is likely because police are now doing more proactive work, which is helping to spot more cases and paint a more accurate picture of the scope of the problem.
Many of these are proactive investigations. So what that means, we are quite literally now reviewing our intimate partner violence cases to look for human trafficking indicators because they are so closely linked. That is not something that was ever happening before, nor is that something I believe that happens everywhere.
The chief says they've also been reaching out to educators. For example, spending one day with 900 staff from the Wellington Catholic District School Board to spread awareness about human trafficking. A Six Nations man faces a long list of charges after what police describe as a dangerous chain of events that ended with police cruisers being rammed and a Six Nations officer firing a gun. The OPP, who are now investigating at the request of the Six Nations police chief, say it started yesterday afternoon around 3 when a Six Nations officer tried to stop a driver over a complaint.
The vehicle fled from the area. It was located on River Range Road, where it struck a police vehicle, and a Six Nations police officer discharged their firearm. The vehicle then attempted to flee again and collided with multiple police vehicles before entering a ditch. The driver was taken into custody by the Six Nations police without further incident and transported to a hospital with minor injuries.
A 29-year-old Six Nations man is charged with 2 counts of assault with a weapon, assaulting a peace officer, impaired driving, and a long list of other offenses. He remains in custody with a court appearance set for Friday. And police are appealing for any surveillance footage from Tuesday afternoon in the Onondaga Road, 6th Line, and River Range Road area. Home builders in parts of Waterloo Region are ready to get building again. They're welcoming news of the first plans to lift the development freeze in areas affected by the region's water capacity problem. As CTV's Colton Weens tells us, Cambridge and Kitchener are ironing out plans that developers hope will not involve any more delays.
Moving us in a direction that is more transparent, more effective.
Cambridge City Councillors have given the green light to a water allocation policy, prioritizing development projects based on community benefit and long-term planning objectives once the region releases newly approved water flow for the northwestern part of the city later this year. The city will allow staff to decide what goes forward instead of consulting council on every project, something developers were pushing for to avoid political influence.
As a result of the decision, obviously we're working through a number of projects for both a high-rise project and a large master plan greenfield subdivision. So this certainty, both in the Cambridge area and in Kitchener and overall in the region, definitely helps. Joseph Pupolo has plans for a greenfield project in Cambridge and a high-rise in Kitchener, and says this step is the certainty the industry has been waiting for. We're starting to see projects starting to move forward, but as you can imagine, it takes a while for projects to redeploy. Pupolo says since the water capacity issue shut down new development in areas covered by the Mannheim service area, many local trades have had to go outside Waterloo Region just to keep working. Some trades we hear are going as far as Windsor or up to Sudbury in order to find work. The city of Kitchener has announced the first set of projects that will proceed when its additional water flow arrives, providing housing for more than 7,100 people and 40,000 square feet of employment and commercial space. A 60-unit partnership with Habitat for Humanity on Holborn Court, a 34-unit transitional housing project for newcomers on Wellington Street North, and a combination fire station and rental unit development downtown.
We want to make sure that priority 1 projects could move forward, and those are ones that involve affordable and supportive housing. Those that are delivered in partnership with another order of government. As we look, for the balance of the year, there is water capacity that is available for other projects in Category 3, or Priority 3 as an example, and staff will be working through applications as they receive them.
As long as the region delivers on projects meant to permanently increase water capacity, Verbanovic believes by the first quarter of next year, the city should be in a good position for approving development proposals that are made. In the meantime, he awaits the findings of a report on how the water capacity issue happened in hopes of preventing something like it from ever happening again.
It's probably best to let that work be completed and see what the recommendations are, because part of me might argue that this could have been handled in a different way.
Colton Weens, CTV News, Kitchener.
You can't escape the impact of artificial intelligence even in the heart of Mennonite country. This week, Anna Mae's restaurant in Millbank was alarmed to see Google's AI results telling people they were closing for good on July 31st. They are, of course, not closing, and as we learned from CTV's Jeff Pickle, sometimes artificial intelligence is not intelligent enough.
But like that, you know what I mean? Like how confusing that is?
It was a heart-stopping moment for Anna Mae's owner, Amanda Herford.
Panic. Panic is what I was thinking. How could this information be so wrong?
A friend sharing a Google search results describing the upcoming closure of her restaurant.
Anna Mae's Bakery and Restaurant in Millbank, Ontario, officially closed on July 31st, 2026. The beloved long-running establishment, famous for its roasted chicken and homemade pies.
The problem started a week before when another Anna Mae's in Illinois announced their closure. But she says the search results at that time were clear it was a different store.
If you actually looked up our name or our website or anything, it came up normal, it came up fine, everything looked as is, it said nothing about us closing.
That changed over the weekend when the Google AI results gave very specific information that Anna Mae's in Millbank was closing. Herford says people started calling, asking if they were shutting down.
So that's when I got very concerned, thinking this misinformation can ruin a business and perceptions of people and spread false information very quickly.
According to experts, this type of mistake is common.
When you don't have a human in the loop and there's information that's being scraped and being processed, there is a very real possibility that errors can happen.
While Anna May's mix-up appears to be an innocent mistake, sometimes the intentions can be nefarious.
And AI has made it really easy for scammers to replicate websites. So what a lot of people are seeing now is deals that are just too good to be true. Stores shutting down, liquidation sale.
Herford says thankfully the problem was resolved quickly through the Google chatbot.
I just decided to put into the messages saying, "Hi, we are the owners, we are not closing. I think you have us confused with the Anna May's in Illinois that is closing." And then it wrote back and said, "Oh yes, I can see how this could be detrimental and we will get this fixed in our research right away."
Herford says she worries about the potential impact of this AI mix-up.
It was just a terrible thing to know that all your hard work can be undermined in such a short period of time by a confusing AI message.
For those worried about misinformation, experts say don't believe the first thing that pops up on the internet.
If it says that a store is shutting down, or if a deal is too good to be true, or there's information that just catches you by surprise, sometimes go old school. Pick up the phone, call the company, call the organization, and just validate and verify the information.
We reached out to Google but did not receive comment by airtime. Jeff Pickle, CTV News, Millbank.
Much more ahead on CTV News. We've got an update on Ontario's wildfire situation, plus how the belugas moved from Marineland are doing. And also ahead, from Fergus to the world, a man with a passion for fly fishing goes global.
I'm absolutely shocked, and humbled, really.
CTV's Karis Map will tell us about a creation that's put a local man on the map for the sport. Here's our satellite and radar tonight. We've actually still had some showers moving across eastern Ontario, northeastern Ontario. Pretty clear here in the southwest, though. We had a beautiful evening. Temperatures are on the cool side. Look at this. We haven't seen temperatures this low at this time of night in quite a while. Sitting at 14 in Toronto, 13 in Hamilton, just 11 in Mount Forest right now. And here's a look at the moonrise tonight behind the Pioneer Tower in Kitchener. Sitting at 12 degrees right now in Kitchener's Deer Ridge area. Back with more news in 2 minutes.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvkitchener.ca, your home for news.
More than a dozen new wildfires have been sparked in northern Ontario in the last 24 hours. Tonight, the province has more than 180 active wildfires. Most of the fires have burned in the last 10 days and forced more than 1,800 people from their homes. 12 of the 13 evacuated communities are First Nations. Yesterday, First Nations leaders called for a public inquiry into Ontario's wildfire response, accusing the province of leaving communities to fend for themselves. Premier Doug Ford says his government has done everything it can to respond to the wildfires. 6 belugas from the now closed Marineland in Niagara Falls are settling into their new homes in the U.S. 4 of the whales are getting used to life at Chicago's Shed Aquarium.
It's really hard to say what that initial time is going to look like as they acclimate. We are going to follow each individual's lead at their pace as they get used to their new social groupings and new surroundings.
The belugas arrived at the aquarium yesterday. For now, staff are staying with the whales 24/7 to monitor them and provide the attention and nutrition they need. The other 2 belugas went to SeaWorld in San Antonio. The remaining whales from Marineland are expected to be taken in by aquariums in Georgia, San Diego, and Spain. Public health officials say the water in Grand Bend is not safe for swimming. Lambton County Public Health says high levels of bacteria have been detected in the water through a regular round of testing. Officials say any swimmers should check Lambton Public Health's website before going into the lake at Grand Bend. A large ship ended up grounded this afternoon in the St. Clair River near Sarnia. Two tugboats were churning up the river trying to get the lake freighter moving. Officials say the 225-meter vessel had just left the Cargill grain terminal when it became grounded. A letter from the harbor operator said high winds from a sudden storm may have been a factor. There was no apparent impact for any other shipping traffic in the area, and officials say the freighter was able to continue down the river within a couple of hours. A fly fishing shop owner from Fergus is getting national recognition for promoting the niche market. Scott Hall launched his own rod company 3 years ago and now holds the title as the first Canadian to be featured in a prestigious publication for the sport. CTV's Karis Mapp has more.
When he's not working at his Fergus fly fishing shop, Scott Hall can often be found casting along the Grand River. Hall and his wife Tanya have owned and operated Grand River Outfitting for more than a decade now.
Basically, in the last 12 years that we've had our company, Grand River Outfitting, we have carried everybody else's rods, and mostly all of those rods are usually American owned. And I thought, you know what, why isn't there a Canadian fly rod company doing this?
3 years ago, he launched his own line of affordable rods, raising the bar and the blank.
It's not just a basic rod. It has 24-ton carbon graphite. It has graphene, and it's a very special rod. So those price points, you're getting a quality rod for the price.
In a world that is dominated in North America and worldwide by some very iconic brands, a lot of US-based and fantastic brands that we sell here, I thought it was really unique to offer a product that's been tested, developed here on our home waters.
It was the surprise of a lifetime when Fly Fusion magazine contacted Hall inquiring about the rods.
I've always been a big fan of Fly Fusion. It was a magazine that I got a subscription to years and years ago.
Only a handful of companies get featured each year in the magazine's Ultimate Rod Review.
We'll actually take each rod and put it through the ringer and then take it out on the water and bend it, sometimes break them. And when we break them, we don't review those.
But Hall's rods had them hooked.
I was excited about the look and feel and the experience I had on the water with it. This one just felt right. It just felt good in my hands. It cast really well.
I'm absolutely shocked, yeah, and humbled, really, because if you look in there, you have all the big names, Winston, Sage, Redington, Orvis, and you have little Hall Rod Company.
This is the rod right here that got the feature in Fly Fusion. It's one of many by Hall Rod Company that are all designed and engineered right here in Canada. While the magazine's roots are in Canada, it reels in readers from around the world. And Hall Rods was the first Canadian company to get the recognition. Karis Mapp, CTV News, Fergus.
Later on CTV News, not just for your kitchen appliances anymore. CTV's Alexandra Hollick dives into the story behind stainless steel swimming pools that will be giving a major recreation center in Kitchener a unique touch.
Clearing skies and cooler temperatures expected through the overnight, but what will your Thursday look like? I'll have those details with your full forecast coming up. Stay with us.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
A beautiful look at the setting sun over the western horizon tonight as we look down Highway 8 looking toward Kitchener. Beautiful shot from our photographer Dan Lochner out there earlier tonight, and that sunset coming after just a gorgeous day where, well, you can see it in the foreground here, a very breezy day that continued into this evening, driving those temperatures down too, providing a little bit of relief, but a lot of sunshine. Here's Ashley now with our long-range forecast.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you've got out and enjoyed the sunshine today. It has returned, but cooler temperatures. I don't know about you. I needed a light jacket this morning when I left the house, and it looks like tomorrow morning will be similar. As we take to our futurecast, lots of clear skies. We're going to continue to see the skies clearing through the overnight hours, and we will still see sunshine come Thursday and Friday, but we might see a little bit of rainfall come the weekend. So get out and enjoy it while you can, because it certainly has been a nice change from the heat and the smoky conditions we felt last week. It is really pleasant out there, at least for the next few days. Overnight, temperatures expected to dip down to 10 degrees, so slightly below seasonal for this time of year. Very comfortable sleeping conditions. You may want to open a window and turn the air conditioning off and enjoy it. We will also see a northwest wind of around 20 kilometers an hour. Now that's expected to continue into your Thursday as temperatures rise up to around 23 degrees tomorrow night. So tomorrow rather through the day. So it will be a beautiful day out there. UV index of 7, which is considered high. So make sure you're being sun safe. Taking a look at our almanac, back in 1955, we set a record at 35.6. So we're nowhere near that today, but certainly comfortable conditions out there. Sun setting at 8:55 p.m. Get out and enjoy it while you can, because before we know it, fall and winter will be here. As we get into our 7-day forecast starting in Waterloo region, sunny conditions continuing into Friday, a high of 26. Now there is a slight chance for showers on Saturday, but temperatures remain warm. Sunday, likely to see some showers as well. In Lambton, Kent, Essex, you're going to have a little bit of a warmer back end to the week here. Sunny and 25 for Thursday, 27 on Friday, a slight chance for showers on Saturday and 28, and then way up to 31 come Sunday. And lastly, in southern Georgian Bay, not a bad few days ahead. 22 and sunny on Thursday, 25 for your Friday. Slight chance for showers throughout your weekend, but with temperatures at 25 and 26, makes for very comfortable conditions. Tony.
Picture perfect, ideal temps, good conditions. Ash, right now, in fact, I think we might actually get down to the single digits tonight, because outside our studios in the Deer Ridge area of Kitchener, we're sitting at 12 degrees right now. We will be back in 2 minutes.
KW's Bounce 99.5 has the music you just can't quit. Listen all summer for your chance to win. Turn the lights off, carry me home. With Bounce to your backyard.
And finally for us, the city of Kitchener is diving into something different for its newest public swimming pools. Instead of traditional concrete and tile, the new Cowan Recreation Center at RBJ Schlegel Park will feature 2 pools made of stainless steel. CTV's Alexandra Hollick has more on the project and how it's already making a splash.
Sunlight dances across the surface of these new swimming pools, their shine bolstered by a metallic material.
First stainless steel pool in the city of Kitchener.
The Cowan Recreation Center will feature an 8-lane, 25-meter pool alongside a program pool for aquatic activities.
That will actually allow us to have 48,000 more swim class spots for residents of city of Kitchener and beyond.
It's a first for the city and the region of Waterloo. The durable design is a dive into uncharted waters.
It initially may feel a little differently when you first step into the pool. Overall, it provides for a better user experience, and as I said, less downtime. It's actually the more sustainable choice.
Now that the pools are filled, the city says maintenance will be minimal, which in turn will use less water and boost environmental benefits.
There's less chemicals that are required, it holds the temperature better, and there's less potential for operational impacts.
Mayor Barry Verbanovic says any repairs can be done without draining the pool.
If there was ever anything that needed to be adjusted on the stainless steel, it's welding that can happen underwater.
As for the project's price tag and timeline, the city says it's floating along.
It's in fact on time and on budget, and something we're very excited about.
As excitement builds, so does the rest of the rec center. While an official opening date has yet to be announced, the plan is to welcome the public before the end of this year. Alexandra Hollick, CTV News, Kitchener.
That's all the time we have on this Wednesday, July 22nd. Thanks for checking in with us. As always, you can find news anytime over at ctvnewskitchener.ca. Until tomorrow at 6, have a good night.